enter the world of the witch. Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. It still won't allow me to take a thumbnail photo. I'm really not sure what that's all about. Okay. I feel drawn to use the Witch's Tarot. It is raining outside. That's that really. It is raining. Raining and pouring. It will stop. The sun will come out a bit later on. What are we pulling here? Definitely the energy of the sun will come out tomorrow. I've got to try and delve into this energy, and I do kind of feel like I'm not really in the mood. As I'm like doing the cards, it's like I've got to read this story. And so I've got to get myself into the zone, the mood. Okay, well, somebody's afraid. The Tower's here. Is this the energy of like not wanting the shit to hit the fan? Well, who wants the shit to hit the fan, really? No one, it's messy. So the underlying energy is the Tower. I will read from the card. I will read from the book for this card, and then we'll read the cards. Like, as in, I'll channel through the cards. But first of all, let's have a look at this Tower energy. Card number 16. The Tower card illustrates that there has been a dramatic revelation or a sudden change of plans. Stormy dark skies around a... Hold on a second, because I'm being itched by my own hair. I think it is. My hair. Oh, here it is, look. Hanging on the bridge of my nose. Okay. The Tower card illustrates that there has been a dramatic revelation or a sudden change of plans. Stormy, dark skies. Doesn't look stormy, but it's not stormy. Well, actually, it looks just overcast now. I think it stopped raining. Stormy, dark skies surround a tower that sits high on a cliff. Lightning snakes down from storm clouds, and strikes the tower, knocking a crown off the top. Within the tower, a fire burns, which cleanses and transforms. There, my nose, okay. Two figures fall from the tower, and they are tumbling head first. This shows us that this event is completely out of their control. The tower symbolises our ambitions, while the ruby-studded crown represents the ego. In magical traditions, rubies are used to intensify awareness. The lightning bolt in this scene represents that there is now a flash of insight, and the bright light of truth will illuminate any questionable situation. Blocks are being removed, and negative energy is finally being broken through. Transformation is occurring. Re-evaluation is necessary at this time. You are being forced out of your comfortable little world. Now you will have to deal with the aftermath. Okay. This part here, when I said about like the sun will come out like a bit later on, the sun will come out tomorrow. Energy of charging, maybe in a different direction. That's like a flash of insight the Knight of Swords will have. He'll have an idea. Okay. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. Ten of Wands is a heavy burden to carry. There's an energy of like off with his head. So fear there about taking this leap of faith. Like jumping off a cliff. I feel like this could be the end of the cliff here as well. Taking that leap of faith because your legacy is waiting for you. A beautiful, happy family tradition. It's tradition to show each other love, compassion, care. This was the energy where I picked up on, okay, you're wanting me to read this message. I've got to get tapped in. So there's a masculine here who's waiting for his harvest. It's coming. I was going to say, but it may not be coming off of this bush. The fear came in now because we've got the shadow side. And this card comes before, which I noticed, the Tower. And then we have the World card. You are being forced out of your comfortable little world. Now you will have to deal with the aftermath. Something's completed. That's what the World card stands for, completion. Time for a new beginning. Let's read this card then. The shadow side replaces the traditional devil card. Witches don't identify with the concept of a devil figure. The shadow side shows what happens when you let fear and panic take over. The card illustrates a couple cringing away from a shadowy and frightening figure. They are alone in a sinister forest. Clearly their fear is ruling them. The clothes of the man and woman are dark and dreary, representing their unhappiness at being in a dark place in their lives. The posture and expressions of the couple illustrate their fear and show that they have inadvertently given away their power to someone or something else. Running and hiding from the shadowy creature is not helping the couple, nor are they finding any comfort. Instead, they must turn and face their fears and stop letting situations and people frighten, intimidate or upset them. So I actually feel as if, now this is representing a karmic energy, okay, disapproval energy regarding this couple here. It's like you're both afraid to rock the boat because of the so-called consequences of what this dark, shadowy figure may do. He's off with his head. There's the fear of taking that leap of faith, of allowing yourself to be happy. And then there's the fear of allowing the feminine actually in, letting her in. Let's read the meaning. Hold on, I've still got a paragraph to read. We all must walk through dark times now and again, and the question is, are you going to rise to the occasion and defeat your fears? Will you face the challenging people in your life and deal with situations head on, or will you whimper and fret about it? Face your adversities and fight back with honour and integrity, and you will defeat those who challenge you. You know, she's just kind of gone to the floor as if like wanting to keep the feminine out of this. But she's right there. She is part of it. The posture. Now let's just go back a bit. The card illustrates a couple cringing away from a shadowy and frightening figure. They are alone in a sinister forest, and clearly their fear is ruling them. The clothes of the man and woman are dark and dreary, representing their unhappiness at being in a dark place in their lives. So, the counterparts here, the couple, feeling quite lost and alone and in a dark place. When right there they have each other, if it wasn't for the fear of this Grim Reaper. Running the posture, let's go back to this. The posture and expressions of the couple illustrate their fear and show that they have inadvertently given their power to someone or something else. Running and hiding from the shadowy creature is not helping the couple, nor are they finding any comfort. Instead, they must turn and face their fears and stop letting situations and people frighten, intimidate, or upset them. This card symbolises... That card's gone to the floor. Budge up. Okay. This card symbolises that you are allowing someone else or a situation to have power over you. The old coven mate who left in high drama, the in-law from hell, or the boss you cannot please. This is a person who can walk into a room and ruin your day because you let them. Okay. So interesting, because I was just having a conversation with myself about like in-laws. Okay. Let's reread this. This card symbolises that you are allowing someone else or a situation to have power over you. The old coven mate who left in high drama, the in-law from hell, or the boss you cannot please. This is a person who can walk into a room and ruin your day because you let them. Break those chains, and walk out of the shadows. Stop giving away your power and stand strong. What is important to remember is that you can break free of your reaction anytime you wish. It's time to embrace the shadow side of your personality and to really look your fears in the face. Come to terms with whatever is holding you back. Stop cowering. Work to find balance and courage. The key words: allowing another person to have power over you and your reactions, defending yourself from baneful magic, overcoming fear to emerge victorious. And then we should read the World card here, which is the last card of the tarot. The first card of the tarot. This is like accelerated ascension. The last card of the tarot. So congested. The World card symbolises the end of the Fool's travels and is a culmination of all the cards before it. He has worked his way through the mysteries of the major arcana and has found completion. The Fool is shown in the upper left-hand corner. He is older and wiser now that he has completed his magical journey. In the other three corners of the World card, we have representations of the gifts he has acquired while on his expedition. In the upper right corner, a golden eagle soars through the sky. The eagle stands for the gifts of intelligence, courage, and confidence. In the lower right, we see an adult male lion. The lion signifies the gifts of strength, passion, and rebirth that the Fool has now obtained. In the lower left-hand corner is a powerful stag. The stag symbolises pride, poise, and integrity. Our wiser and older Fool can now easily put to use all of these skills both in his magic and in his daily life. The green man in the centre of the world card smiles out at us with foliage surrounding his face and branches crowning him. The branches coming from the top of the green man are a nod to the antlers of the horned god of nature. For witches, the green man is a beautiful and evocative representation or archetype of the awesome powers and magic of the natural world. It is a perfect representation for the final card of the major arcana, as the green man and the world card are both symbols of renaissance, rebirth and regeneration. Meanings. When this card appears in a reading, it is a sign that spiritual lessons have been mastered. There is a sense of freedom and harmony to be enjoyed. Newly acquired knowledge, strength and even spiritual understanding will now be put to good use. It may also symbolise successful completion of a project, a personal renaissance, or even strong and healthy spiritual connections between people and or coven members. The keywords rebirth, wholeness, completion, joy, victory and achievement, a journey's successful end, the magic and wonder of the natural world, spiritual connections between people and or coven members. So let's go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light. The Lover's Oracle wanted to come. We can look at the Lover's Oracle in a moment. I'm singing, I'm so tired of being alone. I don't know the accuracy of the words. I'm so tired on my own, won't you help me, girl, just as soon as you can. Cheers to the channel of love, lovers. Okay, let me just get comfortable. Witch at the end of the world. An important end, a new beginning. Got the green man and we have the green witch. Card number 45. That sounded really like chesty then. Let's clear that. 45. The witch, well, witch at the end of the world. And I felt drawn to use the Witch's Tarot. Oh, it's the last card in the deck. Of course it is. Storms fly about her. We can hold up the Tower card. Or we could just take a look at the weather. The signs. Storms fly about her. Electrical whips crack through the heavy air with their bites of fire. And she sits among them, hugging her hourglass, holding everything together till the force creating the change has done its work. When the witch at the end of the world makes her appearance in a spread or divination casting, you will know that something's time has come. There can be no more delaying, for the change has begun. So the best thing for you to do now is prepare for this change. Find solutions to challenges that will come up when the change comes. You will be fine, by the way, and all will be well, But there will be a time of seeming chaos and difficulty. If you are prepared and ready to let go and change and let something end, the little witch's countdown will not affect you as it will affect others who refuse to acknowledge that changes are coming and become fearful at their inevitable approach. There is nothing to fear, but plenty to prepare for. You will be safe and well and very ready to embrace the new world. The witch at the end of the world speaks. I am not wicked, but I am a witch, and changes are made when the world bends and shifts. I hold this hourglass up to you now, so you know that the time for an ending is almost upon us. You can see the signs all about you, the strange weather, the hurricanes, the cyclones, the earth changes all about us. But so many simply say, I am wicked for showing you this. They blame me for what they call the catastrophes, and they ignore the signs. They are with you, and it is time to be ready. We are all about to experience a huge change, and it will be for the better. But while we hold on to the old, the storms will blast us, the land will shift, and self-healing will look like destruction. The divination message. Experience an important and significant rearrangement of life on a personal or global level, affecting power sources, systems and relationships, changes in law, legal systems, the economy, and values and beliefs. There may be a need to be able to live more simply and in harmony with nature. There is nothing to be frightened of, only a voyage to weather, and you'll make it through to the other side of the storm. The changes are part of our journey to a fifth dimensional world, of the shift to a more peaceful planet where shadows and light are loved and accepted. All is well, and the little witch will keep the world safe till we reach the other side of these changes. All is well, all is well, all is well. So this legacy here, where everyone treats, well, the tradition is to act with kindness, love, caring. What did it say here? The changes are part of our journey to a fifth dimensional world, of the shift to a more peaceful planet, where shadows and light are loved and accepted, and not rejected. Okay. The Lover's Oracle. We go to the Energy Oracle cards, the Sacred Destiny cards, but we'll have this card first. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So the energy of like being kind of lost and in a dark, lonely place, wanting to have some fun together, wanting to play. It's like wanting to ask each other to come out to play. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. I will go to the Heal Yourself reading cards. Where self-healing looks like destruction. I'm sure that's what it said, something like that. Heal Yourself reading cards. Healing and pay attention to the signs. or what come through there is that you feel healed within each other's presence. Especially when you're laughing and playing. Well, especially. Especially for you. I want to let you know what I was going through. All the times we were apart, I thought of you. Phoenix Rising, card number 32. You were in my heart, my love never changed. I still feel the same. Everything in your life is falling apart in order for you to rise from the ashes with renewed strength. This is not a time to create, but a time to sweep away everything that has not worked in your life. The reason so many things are breaking down and not going your way is because the old cycle of your life is completing. You may feel that you are walking through the fires of life right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. Soon you will not recognise yourself. You are reclaiming your spirit. If possible, try to isolate yourself from the chaos surrounding you. Now is the time for you to feel any pain that you have previously suppressed so that you can heal. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine. So let go and trust and anticipate what is coming. Okay, some homework. Write down what you are afraid to let go of. Number your fears from the worst thing that could happen to the smaller fears. Then write down what could be a possible gift of facing that fear. Place your hands on the part of your body where you feel the most fear. Say to yourself or out aloud, I am willing to let this fear go. Imagine being able to take this sensation of fear out of your body and into the palms of your hands. Envisage that the fear becomes a bird. Surrender the bird to a higher source and visualizing it flying away. Repeat the word surrender several times. Energy Oracle cards. I believe in miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing, you. I believe in miracles. Since you came along, you sexy thing. Kiss me. Touch me. Okay. Anxiety. Worried. This is the worried energy of causing your counterpart conflicts and not wanting to stir trouble up. So obviously you're concerned regarding consequences for your masculine. Anxiety. Let's read this card. No one likes the shit hitting the fan. Worry or distress. The woman on this card is filled with anxiety, worrying about something that causes her a great deal of discomfort. Receiving this card upright may indicate that you're experiencing a time of increasing stress, perhaps even a situation that you find yourself brooding about much of the time. However, if you'll notice the scene outside the window, the storm is distant and perhaps even moving away. I said to you the sun will come out shortly. Soon. Soon. Yes, it's already out. As I say that, it's like the cover here is slipping. It's already out. There we go. However, if you'll notice the scene outside the window, the storm is distant and perhaps even moving away. Whatever is going on, this card is telling you to release the worry and let yourself relax. Brooding and fretting will never solve things, so trust in yourself and your process. When you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you're far more likely to receive the solutions that you seek. Let's look at your sacred destiny. Let's just... Maybe it's like you don't need to be wrapped up in a blanket anymore. You don't need a blanket anymore. Okay. Let it shine. Hey. Let me know ya. Let me know ya. That came out yesterday. Getting to know you. You're all that matters to me. Let's have a look at the sacred destiny. So I take that and party. Come on, come on, come on, come on, take that and party. Release. Looks like the perfect season. I'm holding my breath. Okay, don't hold your breath. Breathe. Do you sometimes forget that you're breathing? Focus on your breath. Release. Autumn light. The cooler days and change of colour in the leaves mark the seasonal change from summer to autumn. The bracing wind wildly flings the red, orange and yellow leaves from the trees as they spiral to the dampened, dark earth. Lingering sunshine filters through the canopy of vividly coloured leaves, creating an autumnal glow. In the great cycle of life, fall is a time of letting go. Just as spring is a time of new birth, and summer the time of expansion and growth, fall is the time of harvest. It is the time to begin the inward journey into the restoring and renewing season of winter. The sacred landscape wants you to know, when you receive this card, it's time to let go and surrender. That was the homework there, wasn't it? Let go of situations, people, and objects that do not serve you. Let go of old, outmoded, self-limiting beliefs that drag you down. This is a time of stripping away superficial distractions until you reach who you are at your core. If you are holding onto the old, it is difficult for anything new to come into your life. Spoke about that in that card. Begin to clear your home and live in environments of clutter. If you don't love it or use it, it is probably clutter. Clear it out of your space. It's time for a detox. To get ready for the new, you must release the old. And a message came through from your loved ones the other day, messages from heaven, and it was like, it's all right for you to declutter. You keep us, like, the memory of us within, like, your heart, not within the possessions in your home. Okay, right. Good messages. Let's get you a message from heaven today in the form of a postcard. Dear, there is just such a block, a congestion. I don't know if it's in my throat or in my chest. Let's have a look at a message from Spirit, a postcard from Spirit. It's like express delivery with love. I don't know why I just looked at the bottom of that deck. It's not like I can tell you what it says unless I pay attention and read it. Dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you, you're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion, and although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who love you know better. Well, we who love you know better. You are never alone, and even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected, so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you, we love you, and you are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and to source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep the faith. Love you always and forever. Woo! What happened to the heart then? It's like the heart just was given a shock. Just started beating really fast. Good morning, Gal Gal. Hello, Channel of Love. Hello, Gal Gal, darling. This is a good message today. It mentions about rejection, because I said about being like accepted rather than being rejected. Hi, MKH. How are you doing? Okay. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I know, I want you. Look what you do to me. You got me burning up. Got me frizzing up. My hair's going a bit frizzy now. It's best to leave it be. Until it dries. Well, just leave it be. Hey, Jakur. Hey, beautiful, how are you? You're gorgeous. I am. Because you're gorgeous, I'll do anything for you. I'm very well, thank you. Guardian of the Soul Family. Well, after that message that's just came in. And very greeny colours, aren't they? Look. We've got the Green Man, we've got the Witch at the End of the World. And we have, coming in with the colourings, Guardian of the Soul Family, card number 26. We'll put it that side for a moment, allow it to dry just about here. There's a process, okay? 26. The sun has got his hat on. Oh, he has. The sunflowers are going to love the sun. I mean, I speak to them all the time. Jamie actually went to me, he said, you really love them sunflowers, don't you? I said, yes, I do. And so I told them earlier, because it wasn't raining to start with, but it's going to be raining for a few hours. And I said to them, look, the rain's on its way, but it's going to be clearing, and you can have some beautiful sunshine later on, so they can really, like, blossom and bloom, because there's some heads that are waiting to explode. 26. You are being drawn to kindred spirits in this physical world by loving guardians in the spiritual worlds. If you feel you are leaving relationships behind, do not be afraid. The space that such courageous action creates is sometimes necessary in order to have room for the new to enter your sphere of consciousness. You may also feel that somehow a relationship that seemed to be held back from you is now becoming available to you. There is a great soul love calling you into more intimate connection now. It is sanctioned by the divine. It is a karmic destiny to fulfill. There is love that you are to experience in connection with particular souls, predetermined by the divine plan. If you are struggling to feel the soul purpose in your current relationships, take heart, for you are being helped by divine guardians who understand and support the sacred purpose of your relationships. Be open to current relationships healing, whether that means improved communication and enriched experience, or the realization that you have travelled as far as you can together, and know that new relationships are going to be an important aspect of your spiritual destiny being fulfilled. Trust in the divine timing of your life and open your heart to the guardians who help you with unconditional love now. The guidance of this oracle for you is that relationship healing is taking place in present relationships unfolding, in attracting the right relationships for your future growth, and in leaving behind relationships of the past with a peaceful heart. Be gentle with your heart, beloved. All is well. Okay, the poem. Beep, 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 beep. It's 444 there. MKH. Oh, there's a sign. When I open my heart, you cover me with a blanket of love and warm the silence with your caress. Words unspoken say it all as we become more than we are alone. That's a beautiful poem. Comes in with a blanket, doesn't it? When I open my heart, you cover me with a blanket of love and warm the silence with your caress. Words unspoken say it all as we become more than we are alone. Rumi. I don't know if I'm finishing like right now, but we're just going with the flow. I'll know when it's time to say goodbye. It takes two, baby, just me and you. You know it takes two. I'm like a music box today. Okay. Okay, Rumi. I mean, this message has just clarified and clarified and clarified itself with its accuracy. So I don't want to play around too much with this message. We may clear it away and have a quick, I don't know, see if anything else wants to come out. Hi, Cynthia. Good morning, darling. Hiya, sunshine. Sitting in the parking lot at work. Wanted to check in and say snugs before heading in. Snugs and kisses and all of it. All the good stuff for you, Cynthia, darling. It's on its way. Well, you should have received it. Have yourself a lovely day, darling. Go and shine. We'll have to rematch Pups. Oops, that originally said rewatch. Oops, rematch Pups. We'll have to rematch the Pups. Maybe they're not compatible. And they call it puppy love. Okay. I've got the card. A new gown. I will have myself a beautiful, lovely, self-satisfying day. Okay. It's a day for self-care, self-love, self-consideration. Let's consider what our self is calling for. Love, love me do. Oh my goodness, come on. You know I love you. I've gone to Distant Shores, so we're going to read it because it's card number 18, but I'm in the wrong book completely. Oh, any colour in velvet, please. Like a winter wedding. You'd have like, what are they called? Like the hand puffs, the muffs. What's it called? Nice long velvet cloak. of green, I think, emerald green. I'm open to like suggestions on other colours, but that's what comes to mind. Okay, I'm reading Distant Shores first. Sure, let's read about Distant Shores. Your soul is yearning for more. The divine is all, and there are no limits to what can be experienced by the soul. The soul is so hungry for divine reunion that it will seek out whatever is needed to get there, even if that means journeying to strange or exotic shores for expanded experience. You may be feeling this soul impulse as an urge to travel, to try something new, to let go of the limitations of your mind in how you see your current life, and to begin to see the new in what was once familiar. The art of the passionate soul is to be able to see that which is new and fresh, even in what is known, though sometimes we can use the help of a fresh vista to inspire the mind to open and the heart to be ready to receive more. It's time for you to reach for the distant shores that are calling to you now, beloved. Don't pack your bags with too much, though. Your travel light, it's that calling, isn't it? Your travel light and easy, with less baggage, and you'll need plenty of space to receive that which is new. This oracle brings you a message. You will benefit greatly from travel right now. You may travel through the mind, reading journals of faraway lands or times, or watch a film that transports you. Moving your body to a different place is another way, bringing fresh energy by unplugging you for a short time from what you know, to plug you into a different circuit so that you may receive different energy. So when the opportunity to travel arises for you soon, whether it be a jaunt far away or a day in a different place, take it. Don't worry if it doesn't seem practical. The divine is so much more important, intelligent, and capable of genius than what mere logic would have us believe. Let's read this poem. I waited for dawn, not wanting to go, but knowing I soon would have to leave. Okay. Very teary. It's like I've hit something. I've hit a spot. I had about 2 days where I felt, yesterday, day before, I felt very emotional, teary. I had to kind of remind myself to keep it together. It's okay, you know, just ride this, this wave, this emotion, acknowledge it, feel it, release it. Okay. I waited for dawn, not wanting to go, but knowing I soon would have to leave. I waited for the first light, listening, joining with you on each breath and each exhale. I watched as morning came, and you gently stirred, knowing our love was not measured in time, not the minutes that quickly passed, or the hours as departure approached. How I wanted to linger, how I wanted to tell you that this moment would last forever, and whisper one more time, I love you. And then you held me and said it first, and goodbye no longer mattered. Loving you is having to make choices, knowing it isn't my fault. I can still choose to take it personally, or just be, while I listen and watch you unfold. Your heart is a beauty I will always love. It's the part of you that hasn't changed much over time. And when I lie beside you and hear you breathe, when I touch your skin or caress your hair, you are timeless, and I choose loving you. Card number 18. Okay, a new gown. We are going to finish with this message. Tight chest, sweet day everyone. Sweet day, Cynthia. A new gown. Weary and consumed by longing, I was caressed by my beloved last night. My wounded soul was set free when I tasted the sweetness of love. You love blue velvet? I saw that come into my mind after the green. They will look divine, won't they? They do look divine. Can you see them? Open your mind. Weary and consumed by longing, I was caressed by my beloved last night. My wounded soul was set free when I tasted the sweetness of love. My spirit was lifted at once. I surrendered my life while overflowing with joy, and my vision was filled with light. Love said, "Don't feel so hopeless, my weary and gloomy one, for my generosity is beyond forgetting those devoted to me. See how boundless divine justice can be. Behold my immeasurable kindness. Love embraced my spirit, and all my doubts vanished at once. A new and glorious robe of honour was placed on my shoulders. Love offered me the power of new vision and the transforming touch of divine generosity, and placed a chalice of eternal wine in my hand." So it's taken to me now, this was like falling down, because I could have quite easily have, like, you know, it's like a draping. So you don't need the security blanket anymore. The placing of the robe. I have the perfect gift for you. It is a gown of new colours, of colours perfectly suited to you and no other. The colours of this gown will make your eyes sparkle and gleam, as though they were more beautiful than the most precious of gems. The colours of this new gown will make your skin seem luminous, as if lit from within. For of course it is, beautiful angel. Your complexion is radiant with the light of life. Your hair will shine with lustre, and your entire being will be complemented by this gown, as it enhances your beauty in all ways. So hold on no longer to that shabby, tattered cloak, so unworthy of you. Cast it off, and let me grace your shoulders now with this royal robe instead, that you may shine beautifully as befits a royal child of divine parentage. Our beloved, if you could only see the incredible gift, the symbolic robe being offered to you now, your fears would quake and tremble, disappearing more quickly than you could imagine. Your heart would take wings and become so light your entire being would lift clean off the ground, and soar like an angel bird amongst the playground of the divine mother's skies. Yet like a young one, so much younger than your years and wisdom warrant, you may hold on to your tattered robes as though they were a security blanket. Though you know it is time to let it go, you may take pause and have a moment of doubt. You may wonder if the new robes will descend swiftly enough, or that without what you have known to cling on to, you will be left stark naked, exposed, and vulnerable. These thoughts are not worthy of your status, but perhaps you are yet to realise you are of the most sublime royal lineage, that you are worthy of a cloak of galaxies, a crown of stars, a body of sacred earth, and a voice of stirring music. You may be craning your neck to see who it is that can bestow permission upon you to receive the gift of such dignity, in whom is such authority vested, that you may no longer be as the beggar, asking for scraps and contenting yourself with stale crumbs. You may simply decide to shed that, stand up to walk with your head held erect and with regal grace, and assume your place at the table of divine feasting. Remember that your royal birth certificate is stamped in your heart. There is no authority required, no permission to be granted. You are what you are already, and always have been thus. All that is required from you is to realise it. This oracle comes to you with sacred portent. You are fast approaching a moment of a great leap. That doesn't sound right. Okay. Let me say it again. This oracle comes to you with sacred portent. You are fast approaching a moment of a great leap, an evolutionary shift on your spiritual path. Your sense of wonder. It's like, I'm so sorry. Let me just compose myself here. Because like we're rushing ahead and it's just not sounding right. I'm not reading it right. This oracle comes to you with sacred portent. You are fast approaching a moment of a great leap, an evolutionary shift on your spiritual path. Your sense of yourself and your divine identity is about to be revealed and realised in a way more potent than ever before. This is wonderful. It is a divine happening, and you must allow it. Do not confuse humility with humiliation. Do not humble yourself excessively. You do not have to battle with false pride either. Simply honour yourself as a living being, worthy of life, worthy of this royal path of divine realisation. What a gift it is to cast aside belief in inferiority or superiority, unhelpful as those notions are for you now. What a gift instead to embrace your own path, irrespective of what any other may think, whether they hold it in glory or derision. Who cares? Not I, nor you. Your royal heritage has been revealed, and in seeing the divinity within yourself, you become blessed to see it in all beings returning to the realisation of royalty within. Crazed searching outside of the heart will come to an end. A simple golden path will be found, as though a river of molten gold flows from your heart back to the oceanic heart of the great beloved, where united again, you finally ascend your throne and claim your divinity once and for always. This oracle comes with sacred guidance for you. You are stepping into empowerment in a new way, and it is to be honoured. Do not allow yourself to be dragged into dramas or power games. You are worth so much more than that. You are tapping into your inner dignity, and others may not know how to respond. Some will respond with love and acknowledgement, others with fear and judgment, calling you too big for your boots or high and mighty. Those are voices of fear, not truth. Be in your dignity and power and keep going. It is the divine that urges you thus, not the ego. Do not doubt the changes happening within you now. Embrace them. Let's finish with the sacred honouring ritual. Place your hands very lightly upon the top of your head and say aloud, I cast aside lesser crowns. Open your hands up to the heavens and say aloud, I receive the royal gown descending through grace. Slowly and gently guide your hands down from over the top of your head alongside your body as though drawing a royal robe over your head. Allow your hands to gently touch the floor as though the robe completely covers you. Sit comfortably and visualize or intend that the most beautiful gown of many colours surrounds you. You may or may not be aware of the colours. You may see layers of shimmering lights, stars, roses, or more. You may hear the gowns singing, like a choir of angels, or gurgling, as though it is a fountain of liquid gold. Let it be as it is for you, as subtle or powerful as it wishes to be. Whatever happens for you is perfect. When you are ready, simply open your eyes, place your hands in prayer position, and bow your head. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. And I finished this reading for now. Okay, I will catch up with you guys soon. So until then, take care. Have a fantastic day. Much love. Bye for now.